in the US particularly, you know, the discipline of marketing itself was invented in the United States, and the discipline of marketing research was invented in the United States. And in the United States, in marketing, and I think generally through in management, the academia has been leading the industry. Even in marketing research applications, I would say probably academia is at least ahead of the industry by 10 to 20 years. There's that gap. So unlike engineering, for example, engineering, many of the inventions, patents have been filed by the industry. So there is not that, the gap may be there, but it's a lot closer than we see in management, and especially in marketing. I think that gap also needs to be plugged in, and this mechanism will help to plug that gap as well. But this is a global phenomenon, not just in India. And I think it's a pretty massive problem, so that, you know, I think this effort will make a dent, and unless there is continued effort with resources behind it for a sustained period of time, we won't see any significant change. Regardless, like I said, social media research does have limitations. They have samples, and actually I have not seen any good study comparing research findings from traditional media with social media findings. I think there is scope for marketing research to be undertaken in that context, where you have a problem, for example, where both the problems could be relevant. For example, problem facing Dell, Microsoft, Windows 10. One could take a practical example, you know, assessing reaction to Windows 10, which has been recently released, and try to measure that using social media and measure that using traditional platform, and see what the findings are, draw some insightful lessons from that. I think that research could be very easily published in, like, Journal of Marketing Research, which is a top premier journal for this kind of research. So we need to undertake more research like that to help us better, you know, gain more insights and understanding into what the complementarities are and what the strengths and weaknesses are of different media. Right now we can only make qualitative assessments, but we may be able to arrive at some quantitative figures if such a research was undertaken.